Welcome back to the Akita group, guys, with another episode with Mad Mark, shall we say today. What am I going to teach you today? How to improve your work ethic. How to improve your work ethic. Yeah. How to improve your work ethic. First of all, you need to know what it means. What does work ethic mean? Ethic is concerned with what you class as good for an individual or morally acceptable for society. That is what ethic means. So morally acceptable is also described as ethical. So what are your morals? A person's standards or behaviours. So that's what a moral is. A moral is a person's standards or behaviours. Ethical is it acceptable? Is it good for an individual and society? Is it good for an individual or society? So, in your day-to-day life, what is work ethic? Ethical. Is it good for an individual or society? Moral is a person's behaviours and standards of behaviours, which is links to ethic, morally acceptable. Right? It's a bit hard to explain for me, but yeah, I know exactly what I mean. But to get it out in words to use is a bit hard, right? So my work ethic boils down to your purpose in life. What is your purpose in life? And my purpose for the next 50 years is to go up that hill. Up that hill. Whether I'm on my knees, my shoulders or my hair, or getting ragged up by my toenails by the next generation. My mission is to go up that hill in a morally acceptable way, in an ethically way, and what is classed as morally acceptable in my personal standards or behaviours for the next generation. So what's yours? Because I'm going on a run up that hill for the next 50 years. So how to improve your work ethic? That's the big question. How to? How? That's the big question you're asking. How? You've got to carry yourself with courage. It's number one. Even if you're fucking up or you're embarrassed or you're a show, carry yourself with courage. I don't care what you say. Carry yourself with courage. I don't care what you say. Carry yourself with courage. Doesn't matter. If you don't carry yourself with courage, the competition knows to eat you up already. Where your courage is putting them on their feet straight away. Have loyalty to put your employers first and your customers. Have the loyalty to put staff, customers and the economy first. That would be my advice. How to improve your work ethic? If I use my loyalty and put it into my staff and my customers and my economy, that is going to improve my business, which will in turn improve my work ethic, because I know I'm achieving, and I know if I keep pushing harder, I can get further. So the more I keep pushing and the more I can gain resilience, the more work ethic I'll get. because I don't want to give in for 50 years. Where if you just want to gain the credit to sit back and then waste your life on a sunny beach, you've got no work ethic. So you don't want to go to work. It's instinct straight away. You don't want to go to work because you just want to be on a beach. So you're fighting a losing battle straight away. What have you done to benefit the next generation? If you're sitting there at 40 years old, 50 years old now, you tell me what you've done to better this land for the next generation, where I can say you've put work ethic in there. That was outstanding. That was astonishing. You deserve to go sit on a beach for the rest of your life. You tell me. Because not many people will have. Have the pride to stand there. The pride. I'll just put it as that. Have the pride to stand there. Whether you're ugly, mushed, this, that, mental disability, whatever, no arm, no leg, or whatever. Have the pride to stand there and still do what you want to do. Because that speaks a million words in itself, having the courage and the pride. And then when things go wrong, you've still got to have the pride to get up in front of your team and go, right, it's gone wrong, guys. Yeah. As a team, it's gone wrong, right? But we will figure a way out. And I will take responsibility for it. I'll be your flag carrier. If need be, I will be your flag carrier. Because I've got no shame in admitting we've gone wrong. But I goddamn tell you, we will soon fix the problem and get it back right. And it won't happen again. So your pride carries you with work ethic. Unless you've got the pride to get up, to go and fight that battle as your team, to benefit yourself and your family, or your long-term dreams, or your long-term visions and missions, you're going nowhere again. You've got to have the pride to take the hit. You've got to put the effort in. It's going to be hard. It's going to be a killer. It's going to be a grain of beer. But unless you put them in, or carry yourself with courage, loyalty and pride, and they all stem right back from the Akita group, you either do what your purpose is in life, or you don't come back. And that's what it comes down to. With the courage to take on anyone, no matter what. Whether I come back or I don't. My purpose is to do that job and do it to the best of my ability, or don't come home. The loyalty to protect my pack, or to my pack to push them up that business mountain. This is how I value stuff in life and relate to it. The pride to stand there. Even if I've just been ripped to shreds and I'm pouring with blood, I'm still going to stand there and say, yeah, we lost that battle. But I tell you what, we're going to train and we're not going to fall for that again. Nah. There's three instincts. What I've gained from my pushes, what will carry me right up that mountain with work ethic and courage and loyalty. Number 4, when we grow, people grow with us. If they deserve it. If you've got work ethic and you're putting effort in, as the business grows naturally, you will grow with the business. Because you'll be intrigued and you'll want to be, you'll follow it. But if you're just one of them that's there for the money, you've got no work ethic in the first place, you're going to be left because you're not going to want to grow. You don't want to be there. You just want the plastics. You need to get that limited belief out of you. You're not there for the plastic. You're there because as part of that team, you are fighting a business war, as metaphorically speaking. We are responsible for benefiting everyone's survival as a team in this cult. Or company, shall I say, cult company. Right. Number 5. Dreams ambitions, missions, dreams. I've always dreamt since I was a kid of outstanding businesses, like stupid stuff where like you go into me, I want to do that, and you have no chance. It's 100 million. Yeah, but that's nothing. And you're 10 years old sitting in the back of the car. 100 million's nothing. You haven't even learned what most people would say is the job. Ambitions. My ambition is to fix the UK for the benefit of the next 150 years worth of generations. If I can't better the UK within my lifespan, something is gone wrong, because I know I've got the mindset to run this garden rotavator over our little island and fix it ethically, morally acceptable for the benefit of the working class. So, I've lost where I'm up to now. To improve your work ethic, you are what you eat. If you eat caffeines, sugars, junk food, this food, convenience food, expect convenience outcomes. Expect poor outcomes. If you put alcohol in, expect a poisoned outcome. If you put wine in, expect a poisoned outcome. If you put proteins in, expect a protein outcome. Do you know what I mean? It's all about what you put in. Look at it like, I look at it as, this you're going to think it's mad, I look at it as a marine fish tank, my body. And why do I do that? Because I look at a marine fish tank as I'm keeping water alive. I'm not keeping fish alive, I'm keeping water alive. If I can't keep water alive, what chance have the fish got of staying alive? And the water in a marine tank is all down to chemistry. You put this much of this and this much of this and this much of this in, and then the next thing you know, you've got lovely sticky corals or lovely softy polyps, and you learn a hell of a lot from that sort of industry. But you've got to have deep pockets. You've got to have deep pockets. But I tell you what, it's rewarding and great satisfaction, and it's a lovely hobby. It's a lovely hobby. But that is key. You are what you eat. I look at myself as a marine fish tank. I put calciums in, proteins and stuff into the fish tank. I'm going to get better growth out my plants and better colours, better performance. If I put the right water salts in and the right of this, there might be amino acids, feeds and stuff, I'm going to get the best results out of my fish and performance. They're not going to want to sit still. They're not going to want to be lethargic. They're going to want to be hunting for food or mice and stuff like that, because they want to better their health. They're in the prime water conditions, prime atmospheric conditions for their growth. So that's what you need to do with yourself. You prime the machine first. I haven't primed mine, don't get me wrong. Partly primed. As you can tell in my face, still got that ugly mush, but things take time to change. Things don't just capooshed. Do you know what I'm saying? Things do take time to change. As I say, limited beliefs. Stop the limited beliefs. If your friend rings you, are you coming out for a pint? No. Why am I going to go out for a pint? Why am I going to go and poison myself? Because it's good. Come on, this man's on, or this woman's on. I couldn't give a hell what woman's on. You want me to pay to go and watch someone while a load of citizens are poisoning themselves? You got another thing coming, mate. And bang, my phone has a red button on it. That's what I'll be using. Guess what my phone does? Boosh. Stop the limited beliefs. Number 8. Life don't stop when you finish work. If you're an employee and you go to work, before you go to work, you should be getting up anyway. Earlier. Bit of exercise, bit of motivation. Quit the poison of a morning. Quit the cup of poison. And then, I'm not even going to go any deeper into what's in the poison you're putting in yourselves, most of you. But yeah. Fuck. Life don't stop when work finishes. Get up. Push yourself. And it's all about survival instincts as well, entrepreneurs. So when you've come home from work and you're like, oh, can't be bothered cooking tea, you've got a cookie tea. Or if you don't want a cookie tea, get back on the horse, learn what you want to learn, and better yourself. Because you're not going to better yourself. Look, my head's gone now because of what I've said over a cup of tea of a morning, cup of poison. And it's ripping me to shreds. Tell you. A simple one item, what it can do to one man's capacity and one man's fire and soul. Whoo! You better feel this log burning. My head's gone. Life don't stop when work finishes. You've got to carry on. That's you've done that part just to get a few game credits equals game credits. Game credits. It's then time to go and do fitness, education, TION, education, fitness, education, game credits, stuff business related. And anything to do with better in your life, anything to do with better in the mission, to better your position in life or the game. Like improve your work ethic. Life doesn't stop when work finishes. That's you. You've earned your game credits now. Now you've got game credits to invest and play with. Now you want to better your fitness, your education, do business related activities, whatever you. If you keep training in your niche, keep learning little bits every night, and anything to better your position in life, where you can see where you want to be and you can duck and dive and you want to be over there. I call it the game. Life is a game. So that's what you want to do. It's 8 things to improve your work ethic. And they will. Courage. You get up at 3:30 in the morning, like me. 3:30 a.m. walk. In the rain. Right, you get up at 3:30 in a walker and it's raining. It's not going to kill you. It's not going to kill you. Get out that door. You've got the courage to go out and just... I've already thought I'm doing that. I don't even have to stop and think about it if it is raining. I'm going. The loyalty to your staff. Put your customers and the economy first. Because it will help you in the long term improve. Because if you put your money where your mouth is, they'll put their money where their mouth is. Pride to stand there, even if you're in the wrong or in the right, and do what you've got to do. If you're in the wrong or you get ripped to shreds, as I explained before, you stand there and you go back and you retrain and you come back bigger and better. Number 4, when you grow, people grow with us. When the business grows, people who want to grow with the business. If you want to grow and you're in a company, there is opportunities to grow. If you don't want to grow because you've got no work ethic anyway, if you're there, say your job finishes at 7 p.m. and you're by the clocking machine at 6:59, and you're trying to clock out when we finish at 7 p.m, you best believe you walking on eggshells. Them eggshells will crack as soon as I find something I can get shut to you, if needs be. Because you're making yourself a prime target. You're showing you've got no respect for the company. Whether you've done what you had to do or not, come the dinner bell, ding, 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 you're all running. You've left the place. Well, as I say, business is team sport. When you stop, other people carry on. So your dreams, your ambitions and your missions in life, your visions, you put visions there as well. My visions, I vision all sorts of mad stuff, as I say. I was building what's it called the other day in my head. A castle. Castle when my dad likes fishing, and I had this Japanese koi moat right the way round on big massive drawbridge. Yes, lad. Your dream. You got to live the life. So your dreams, your ambitions, your missions and visions carry you where you want to be. You are what you eat. As I explained before, you're a recipe of water, proteins, amino acids and stuff like that. If you start putting in chemical poisons, expect a chemically poisoned mind and a chemically poisoned and a chemically drained body. Stop the limited beliefs. Life doesn't stop when you finish work. That's when you've earned your game credits to invest. Go and buy something what you can sell on, or go and figure out how you can use them game credits to better yourself in your long-term strategy up that mountain. Whether that be brands or infrastructure. Use the game credits wisely. It's up to you wherever you invest your game credits. But you've got to start chipping away at this ladder. You either educate yourself on it or you pay. Your fitness is your survival. Fitness. If you've got no fitness, you've got no going nowhere. Like, I'm pretty nimble, but I've still got no energy because of the poisons in me. But then if you look at other people that like a lot of sugary items, then they're on the opposite side of me, where they're not poisoned psychologically, they're poisoned off the recipe of the food instead of the mind-altering substances, as I explained in a few videos previous. So there's many ways that the game is eating you. You need to target it from every direction. That's why it's easier just to go with an egg. Just a simple egg, protein, egg, fruit, cracking. Takes me 3 minutes to cook my tea. Ding, 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 bing. And I'm not going to die. And I'm going to get a bit stronger, hopefully. I'll get a little bit of booby woobies. Woo! So for now, that is how I would improve your work ethic. So keep it real, guys. And if you've got any tips or tricks for me on how I can improve my work ethic or my mission and vision, let me know, because, as I say, I'm a one-man band here. My helpers can't answer back. They only speak wolf language. So, yeah, feel free to get in touch because I'm open. I'm not like what the business club made me out to be. I just will not be bullied. You will not be bullied. Especially by an alpha that doesn't know what the hell this game's about. So keep it real, guys. Ciao for now and peace.